How you guys doing? I feel the air. I was thinking that my AC was broke or something, because it was like, and I'm always cold. You see I got something on, but I feel it now. But normally it feels like ice. It doesn't feel like ice. So I think I'm going to change my filters. I wrote down when I changed my filters last time. But anywho, how you guys doing? What is up? Let's do a cute little weekend vlog. Have a little good time with each other. Your girl was down, okay? Let me just get into that. I'm so caught up in this air blowing on me right now. Because it was like really, it's not as strong as it was before. I don't know. Let me get off of that. You see how you can get sidetracked? Anywho, let me get into what happened to my toe. Ladies, be careful going to the nail salon. Be careful, be careful, be careful. I had a ingrown toenail. And the crazy part about it, I'm thinking it was the plane. Remember I kept saying, oh, the plane, the plane, the plane. Then I did hit it. So I'm like, oh my God, I hit my toe. And you know, I have a iamKeliB bed. So the poles is thick, okay? It's solid wood. And I did hit my toe against that. Matter of fact, I hit both big toes against it. But when I went to the podiatrist, because I made a couple of appointments, and it kind of felt better, then it kind of went away. I think I was less scared. I couldn't take it because I was trying to go to sleep one night. Matter of fact, it was Sunday night, last Sunday. And I was rubbing my feet against the sheets, and the pain that shot from my toe to my knee to my stomach to my teeth was unbearable. So I called the podiatrist, found a good one, and he was like, are you playing sports or something? And I was like, no, I don't want to walk nowhere. Are your shoes too tight? I wear freaking flip-flops all day. I'm like, no. He was like, did you change your pedicure place? I see you got your toes done. I was like, I did change the actual, technician, did my toes. He was like, do they cut your toes? I said, well, they cut it and I cut it sometimes. I said, I don't like my toenails to grow long. He said, well, once you get your toenail to a certain, you hear Stink making all this noise while I'm trying to talk to y'all? And she gonna get out her bed and gonna look at me like you see me always trying to get my nose together. But anywho, bottom line, he was like, it's okay to cut your nails short, but be mindful of how short they are, because when they grow back, since it's so short to the skin, it can grow into the skin and you're not even realizing it. You're not even realizing it. And my toe has been hurting for a while. And I just couldn't take it. And then when I went, he said, yeah, this is an ingrown toenail. He was like, I'm gonna have to cut half your nail off. I said, why half? Why you just can't cut that little area where it's ingrown in the toe? He was like, well, that's not how it works. You gotta kind of cut the nail to give the nail some room to grow. Because it's gonna grow out, and possibly it can happen again. It all depends on how you care for your nails. So half my toenail is gone. But the crazy part about it, it's been it's going on a week. So I got it done on Monday. It was so bad I called out of work. I took a half day. And then the pressure was so bad. Like, cause he had to go in and pretty much like use a spray and like numb me, and then he put the needles in me to numb the whole toe, because you gotta go in there and like really chisel that nail out, cut it, go into the skin. When I tell you, I didn't feel it happening because I was so numb, but I did feel him jugging in my foot. Like I could feel him tugging, pulling. But when that freaking lidocaine and that spray and all the stuff wore off, it felt like somebody was trying to push my toe down. It was just a mess. And he didn't give me any, like he said, I didn't need any antibiotics. I did have like a little infection, and he said, good thing I came the time that I came. He said, but I didn't need anything. And he was like, he didn't want to give me like a pain medicine for it. Just take like Tylenol, ibuprofen. He told me to take, and this is for my nurses out here and anybody that work in the medical field. He was like, oh, you could take 3 ibuprofens and 1 Tylenol at the same time. He said, that'll give you like a codeine effect. I said, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. That don't even sound right. But nevertheless, my toe is looking good. The only thing is, like, since I didn't realize that my toe is so swollen, so now that it's not that swollen anymore and it's all nice and lean, where it was like inflamed at, it's like purple and blue. I'm giving y'all too much information, but yeah, your girl is standing up now. Before, I was pretty much on my patio, or I was on my loft, my foot was up, I was in the bed because it just hurt so bad. Today's a really good day where I'm actually standing up, and I'm not on that foot, I'm on my right foot. And yeah, and the crazy part, I drove home from it. I drove right on home. So I'm getting ready to load this dishwasher. I did not load my dishwasher last night. Bad, I have dishes in the sink. Bad Kelly. Hey, sometimes life just gets you. And, you know, it's my turn to do, you know, the dishes. We kind of alternate around here because, you know, you can do. But by the time everybody was upstairs, nobody wouldn't come back down and do no damn dishes. So, you know, I'm not that, you know, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna load this dishwasher and make some coffee. Dishwasher's loaded. I'm not gonna start it just yet because I'm gonna cook something for lunch. I like to start my dishwasher one time. Anybody else like that? Like, I'm not running a dishwasher twice in one day. I mean, if we having like a function or something like that, or, you know, get together and we gotta get these dishes washed, then that's different. But my sink is clean. I ain't got no dishes out on the counter on my little mat. I gotta clean my stove. When I first moved in this house, I used to love cleaning my stove. Now, I do not like cleaning my stove because these grills are heavy. They're heavy. So I feel like I'm cleaning my stove like every 3 to 4 days. I mean, because you're cooking, you know, you spill stuff, you know, it's normal. But, oof. But anywho, it's gonna be a cool weekend. We do like a cute little weekend vlog. So this weekend I'm supposed to go out with my daughters. We're supposed to do like golfing, top golf, something like that, because I can't do trampoline because of my toe. But I can definitely do the golf thing. So I'm gonna do that, have some drinks, some appetizers. You know how that whole thing go, get a little golfing section and, you know, have a good time. So I might take my mom with me because, you know, she could sit down and just enjoy and stuff like that. So that's gonna be the plan. And tonight, that's tomorrow, which is Saturday. Today we're supposed to go to this like Mexican restaurant that's like supposed to be on 10. Like, that's what they say. We will see. So yeah. And then Sunday, no. But see, I'm doing the daytime stuff. I'm not doing the nighttime stuff because I can't do it. But y'all, I had no idea that this Pete's coffee was a big deal. This is like Starbucks. Apparently Pete's have like stores like Starbucks does and the whole shebang. I had no, yeah, I had no clue, but got the coffee and I got me a little cake over there. I went to the Asian market yesterday, got a ton of stuff. We cooking dinner tonight because well, wait a minute, we supposed to be going to that Mexican place. You see, I bought all this food so I can cook. Well, I did freeze, so I don't have to cook, but I got these vegetables. I got a lot of bok choy, I got green beans. Everything is fresh, so I have to cook it so it won't go bad. So I guess I can cook tomorrow. No, I gotta cook today because my mother gotta eat. Yeah, you see? So let me tell y'all, let's go upstairs. This is a work day for me. Just wanna make me some coffee to get my day started. Let's go upstairs, get a work day started. I look a hot mess. I have on a sundress that I got from Fashion Nova many moons ago, but by me washing it so many times, it's faded and let me get something together. It's faded and you know, but it's good for walking around the house. And I just put my little cardigan over. But yeah, I took my little shower this morning and mowed my hair down so I could be ready for the festivities. Y'all know. So my camera is about to die, but that's okay. We're gonna talk for a little bit until then. But yeah, y'all, it's Friday. I'm excited. This week has been exhausting. So exhausting. Like the pain level that I've been going through this week has been unreal. But it was to the point where I said I didn't want to vlog no more. How did my toe hurt pain ain't got nothing to do with vlogging? I just was like, I don't want to pick a camera up. I don't want to do nothing. I had so much content planned that I want to do for like my Instagram and YouTube, and I just could not get it done. Like, could not get it done. But I'm gonna get it done this weekend. So let me get to my work. My day's getting ready to start, and yeah, we will talk in a few. What is up, y'all? Good morning, happy Saturday. Yesterday I did not finish vlogging. Did not. I started working. I worked on a project, got that done, and then we wound up going out. I went out with my oldest daughter and we went to Fat Tuesdays. I'm not a real big like frozen drink type of person, you know, the slushy type stuff. That's not my jam. I mean, I drink it, but they make the drinks with rum. Rum is the base for most of the drinks. Some of them were margaritas, so they had the tequila and whatnot, but I'm not a big margarita drinker, even though I like tequila. So I like peach, I like mango, you know, things along those lines. Let me get y'all straight. I like things along those lines. Oh God. And I got the peach Bellini that was made with base was rum, and then I had got a mango with the base was rum. So you know, you got to get an extra shot to put in it because they give you whatever the mixing size is for that drink in that big machine. So you get a little extra shot. So I didn't want to put tequila on the rum, so I wound up getting the rum, and it's just a different vibe. It's a different type of party when you drink rum. And I only had one drink. I had, you know, if you have a Fat Tuesdays near you, or have been to a Fat Tuesdays, you know, the regular one is like $11. It's like a regular cup, like a house cup. You know, one of those little plastic house cups you may have. And then so forth and so on. So I had that and I was feeling fine, but then I felt like once I got home, it just felt like ugh. And then like even this morning I feel a little ugh. Cause rum is no shade to you rum drinkers. If you rum drinkers, you strong. You are strong. I ain't built for it. It's different. But anywho, I am on my way to the Mercedes dealership. I got on my ensemble. I had bought a hat for them when I went last time. That my head is so narrow. It fits me well when I wear my do-rag underneath, but my hair looks a mess underneath here, so I put this one on. This is the hat I got when I bought the car. So this hat fits nice and snug. The other one is a Nike hat, so you gotta have a bigger head. Or when I wear a do-rag, my head is too small for it. I need a kid's hat. It's an adult's hat. So that's my hat when I got my do-rag on, but I want to go outside, so I put that hat over my do-rag, and then it fits perfect. It fits perfect. But I'm on my way to Mercedes after that long spill to get my tires rotated and wheel aligned, because you're supposed to do it every so often. I was supposed to do it when I went 2 weeks ago. Damn it, Kelly, I was supposed to go to the bank. Sitting here talking to y'all and got sidetracked. Maybe I could find a bank somewhere. Oh, God, Kelly. But anywho, I was supposed to get it done when I was there that day, but I didn't have enough time to wait. I just was like, look. And they were pretty good with timing, but I just didn't want to wait no longer. So I said I'll come back in 2 weeks. So that's what I'm doing. And it shouldn't take too long. It'll probably take about an hour. Go get it done and come on back home. My goal this weekend, we're supposed to go out today to Drive Shack. We'll see how that goes. But we was gonna make a little quick trip to Atlanta this weekend. That's how you know, drinking that rum. We were like, my daughter was telling me that, you know, she had an invite to come to Atlanta, and whoever she came with was good, right? So I said, all right, if I come, you know, we good, you know, but just make sure, you know, everything is good. When I thought about it, you know, right now my toe don't hurt like it was hurt before, so I don't even remembering that I have a whole injury on my foot. I'm like, yeah, we can go to Atlanta. We can go to Atlanta. 5 hours, not a problem. But I was like, if we had drivers, you know, everybody take an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever, you know, your body can handle. But when I thought about it, I was like, oh, hell no. I don't got 5 hours again, coming and going. Because they were, I'm from New York, as if, you know, most people probably know that already. I'm from the Bronx. So they have this thing every year in Atlanta called Bronx Day, where people from the Bronx, and it's from up north period, like, you know, if you're from Harlem, I'm sure people, they go or whatever. And or anywhere, you know, it's just a New York thing. And they do it every year in Atlanta. And people who live in Atlanta, or people from New York or whatever the case may be that move to Atlanta, I think they host it or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I've never been. My friends have been. And, you know, always tell me if I go, she said, you will probably run into a lot of people that you know, because it just be a lot of people. And I'm from, even though I moved uptown to like the north, I'm really from the South Bronx. So that's predominantly probably what you see, or people that you could bump into or whatever, high school, you know, elementary. I don't remember these people. They probably got all their teeth. You know how that go. But yeah. That was funny. I had to laugh. But yeah, so I opted out. I don't know if my daughter, she gonna go, because they was trying to figure it out. I said, no, I'm out. I'm out. It was sounding good in the beginning, but I was like, no, I'm just not in the mood for the drive. I'm not in the mood for the drinks. I'm not in the mood to spend money, because when you go out there, like, I don't have a Zara. So I know I'm gonna want to take a portion of my day, at least 2 hours, and go to the mall and go to a Zara. So I was like, you know what? we're not doing it. We ain't going. But it's gonna cost too much for me. And then it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. So yeah. If they go golfing today, they do that top golf thing, I'll go with them. But other than that, I can sit on my porch and just chill and relax. That's it. Okay, all done. Getting the car cleaned. Well, it got clean. That's why I'm looking at the car so clean. Like, my car doesn't get dirty, but I do buy plants a lot. So normally put my plants in the front seat. And dirt is usually right here for me, you know. So the lady was like, oh, the detail people, they're is closed today. So, you know, so since BMW is next door, they have like a little thing with BMW. They had them wash my car. So I was so happy about that. So I got a full car wash and everything. And they was bumping my music too. So I want to go over here and look at some cars, y'all, because your girl, you know, I just saw a Lexus. Woo. Let me tell y'all a little short story. So I wanted to get a Lexus first, but the gentleman at the Lexus dealership, he was acting like I couldn't afford the vehicle. He pretty much was like, I don't think you can afford it. I don't think you can afford it. I don't think you can afford it. Talking to me like that. Well, he didn't say those words. He was like, oh, it's kind of pricey and this, that, and the third. This going on and going on. Let's look at this car real quick. Come on. Yes. This is a 4-door one. I want a 2-door one. Y'all, look at this. Okay, so that didn't work out too well. So I went walking over to the car, and you guys saw and whatnot. And you know, I want to look at cars. I want to look at cars at my own leisure. And I understand everybody's, you know, the salesman and whatnot. But as soon as he came out, it was like, hey, you know, they see you already in one and you looking at another one, and it's like, let me enjoy my moment. And I already have a sales guy, but you know, I just try to, you know, be nice, because the guy that worked with me to get this one, I will use him again. I would use him right again. I know he's still here because he sends me emails, so I don't need a new guy. I don't need a new guy, but you know, I'm still polite. I'm not a rude person by any means. Oh. I forgot I was gonna go to the bank. Oh. Okay, I know I want to go to the bank to put this little check in. Y'all, let me tell y'all something funny. Let me tell y'all something funny. Sorry, y'all, I got a little sidetracked. I was talking to y'all about to share a story about the school that I went to get my master's. But I was like, you know what, that story is irrelevant. Y'all don't give a crap. I don't even give a crap. But I came here to this bank so I can put something in. I don't normally come to this bank. Hello. So I don't know what I was telling y'all, but what I was talking about, I don't even remember. I know I was talking about the fact that I have on a hoodie and it's like 80 degrees outside. It's 81. But I was so cold inside their little lounge, that I'm still cold. And it's 80 degrees out here. I'm trying to find a pen, y'all, because I need to. It's got a point on it. I need to sign the back. Y'all can tell I can't do two things at one time, especially when it comes to like business. I'm sitting here struggling. Oh, put the wrong PIN number. So y'all don't come to this bank. These new ATMs, like, okay, y'all, so I just deposited a check. If you want your funds immediately, they charge you a fee if you don't want to wait for the check to clear. I ain't never experienced this before. Have never experienced that before. So they want to charge me. Oh, I get it. You know, you want some early, you want your funds early. In the event your check don't clear, you got to pay us a fee. But I'll wait for it to clear. I'll wait for it to clear. It ain't that serious. But I need to. Y'all, I'm all over the place. Let me get off this right here and let me handle this business, and I'll get back. I'm back home. I am back home. I wound up getting on the phone and totally forgot about I was talking to y'all. Sorry. So I'm home now. I am out here enjoying this good old air. It's not hot, but it's a little warm, but it's comfortable warm. Got my water, got my laptop. I invested in myself. I purchased like a little class to do, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna start today. I should have been started last week, and that was definitely a sign of procrastination, you know, letting outside energy get into me and stuff like that, and all the things. But we're past that. So now I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to do a couple of modules of this class that I got. I'm gonna take some notes. I got me a brand new notebook so I can take all my notes in and have everything all in one spot. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My daughter, she's in there snapping green beans. We're gonna have some fresh green beans, so she's snapping the ends. And yeah, we're gonna have a nice dinner tonight. No takeout. My goal is to no more takeout for a while, because I'm not sure if you guys remember, I had like a high blood pressure scale, whatever, and it was like I didn't want to get on pills or nothing like that. So I pretty much just started changing my way of eating, and you know, I got rid of the caffeine, which was the coffee. I do decaf, even though it still has a little bit, because my doctor was telling me, but she was like, overall, you definitely took everything down, and minimizing your stress, being mindful of what you eat, because I know I cannot take a pill. Like, I have them in, you know, for emergency purposes, but as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and everything like that, I don't have to take them. So I'm definitely happy about that. So, and also, you know, alcohol, stress, food, processed food. So it's a host of things, and sometimes we don't even think about it. We're just thinking about convenience, going through that drive-through, or even prime example. Well, I don't really want to say this, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Even going out to like restaurants, if they're cooking the food, like you might get chicken or whatever, they still have to put their preservatives and things on the food, or whatever they use, you know, to cook the food, and their different type of oils and stuff that we may not use at home, you know. So yeah, but you know, all's been good. So cooking, snapping fresh vegetables, fruit is what we're doing today. So I'm gonna make some meat, probably just put it over the stove and kind of like toss it back and forth with some olive oil, some good old seasoning, salt free, We got the green beans. I'm gonna have some basmati rice. And also, something my doctor told me, stay away from the rice. Basmati's not too bad. She said it's regular white rice or the pasta, you know, all that stuff is just not, especially as you're getting older, because our body can't process all that stuff like it used to. You know, we ain't running around here, run up down the street playing these games. You know, kids don't even play outside like they used to. Like I know I did, you know. But let me get to working. You see how I'm sitting here about to procrastinate and talk to y'all? Let me get in here and do this class that I signed up for and paid a pretty penny for. So let me get it going. Okay, let me show you what I put from the Nordstrom sale. I had to record this over because I recorded, I was on my floor. It was a mess going on. Don't mind the ladder. I just changed my filter. I have an extra one sitting there. Because we gotta keep the air feeling good up in here. So, yeah. I ain't taking that back down. I'm about to fold that sucker up. And I'm gonna stick it in the back of my closet because it's heavy and ain't nothing gotta get changed downstairs yet. So, but let me show you what I got from the Nordstrom sale. I am a clothes and shoes hoarder, and majority of the time when you guys see me, I'm looking like this. I'm chill, I'm relaxed, all the things. Okay, so I think I did show these shoes to you. I did not pick these up during the Nordstrom sale. I had bought these a while back, but never wore them. I threw the box out. That's the crazy part. I picked these up. You see? They're cute. They're from the brand Open Edit. I had bought some slides before, but I really didn't fancy them too tough, so I took them back and I got these. These wound up being cheaper than slides. So yeah, these are cute. Little kitten. You know, something to really dance around in when, you know, walking. So I got them in green. They came in green, black, pink, like a hot pink. And yeah, but it's really cute, you know. And I live here in the South, so I could wear these probably till damn near November. So, but these are cute. So next up is my Jeffrey Campbell. This is what I went to Nordstrom's to get because I really wanted these shoes. So it's another little small kitten here. Your girl ain't doing the heels no more. We is not doing it. I ain't playing around. I don't mind being short. Before I don't want to be short. I want to be tall. Nope, I don't mind being short. I bought these another. I love a little thong action on the toe, a little sexy number. So I got these. It's like kind of a little square situation. This is the shoe. They kind of do a little sexy wrap up around the ankle. And yeah, these are cute. So I got them in this nude color. They do come in another like chocolate color. But it was really close to my skin tone. And it probably would have gave the illusion of me wearing like a clear heel because it was pretty much my skin tone. But I wanted this to be a good little contrast against my skin, and you know, and plus wearing a couple of outfits. I have an outfit in mind that I want to wear. But meanwhile, you already know how I feel about the me being a fashion girl. You can't do it. So here's the black pair. I got them in black as well. Okay, and I'll leave them linked down below if you are interested in a pair of these. They're super cute. You know, I'm all about comfort. I don't if we ain't comfortable, we can't get it, and that's just how that goes. I'm all about the comfort. So next up, I did purchase these shoes before. I purchased them in black and I purchased them in the color I'm getting ready to show you guys. But when I bought them, they were too small. I got them in a 9. Normally I wear like an 8.5. You know, all depends on how the shoes fit. And I can wear an 8 in some shoes, but if the shoe is like really, really narrow, I have to get like a 9. But in these, I had to get a 10. And I read the reviews and everybody kept saying how the shoe runs small. So these are the shoes. These are the jellies from Jeffrey Campbell. They're super cute, you know, super girly, you know, all the things. I really, really want them in black. You can wear them with pretty much everything. I can even take these to work when you just want to, like, you know, change your shoes before you put your little work shoe on. But, you know, I always think about work, but meanwhile, I don't even go to the office like that. But that's just how my brain is programmed. But these are super cute. You can wear these with jeans. You can wear them with some like slacks or whatever. You know, they're cute. You just gotta like zhuzh it up a little bit, you know, or zhuzh it down, if you will. But these are really cute. I thought this was really cute. Pedicure shoes, you know, the versatile. So they didn't have the black pair. The black pair was sold out. If they happen to come back, I will definitely snag them. And it's happening for next year. But I'm gonna probably get a couple of wears out of this before the season is over. I am gonna make a shoe purchase from Steve Madden because they have a couple of little hot shoes that I want to get. And if I don't get to wear them this year, I can wear them next year. It's not a big deal. Let's get into the makeup. So I got the Chanel foundation. I got the, let me say it right, Ultra Litant, whatever, all day comfort flawless finish foundation. My shade looks like we're talking about a BD 121. This is the matte version. I'm going to do a whole video on this so you guys can see how it looks. This is how it comes. It's a pump. Keep it nice, cute, and simple. Then I wound up getting, this is the Healthy Glow Sheer Powder in N60. This is just a compact. I wanted this to carry in my purse because sometimes, you know, you get a little oily, you want something to kind of pat out. In addition to, it has a really, really nice mirror. And yeah, it's really, really cute. I'll show you. If you want to see it, I'm going to do a full review on all this stuff. So this is the actual compact. Really, really nice. I didn't get any lip products because you guys know I'm all about the face. I'm all about the face. If you're gonna wear makeup, I feel like what's really important is the skin. That's why you know, skincare is important. But if you're gonna wear foundation and you're gonna wear makeup, eyeshadow don't mean nothing if your base don't look good. That's just my personal opinion. My opinion. And then I wound up getting this. This is the Chanel Healthy Glow Bronzer Cream. Now, let me back it up. Can you see it? Can I bring it forward? There you go. It's because of the light and the exposure. This here is in tan deep bronze, shade 395. Now, this is another bronze. This is another shade that's pretty much, I'm gonna show this to you. It comes like this in a little compact. It's pretty much my shade. It looks so good. Look at that. It looks like a little good old little mousse, right? This here is supposed to be a bronzer. It's supposed to be a bronzer. But we're gonna see how it goes on my skin because it was giving me cream foundation. And you know, you can use makeup however you choose. It doesn't have to be, you know. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna definitely do a video trying this out, giving a nice little review, wear test and all that. I'm going to use this as well. But then I'm going to use this as a foundation to kind of see where we stand with this. Okay? So, yeah, y'all. And we'll see how that works out. And I think once I figure out if I like Chanel, I'm going to tap into the Tom Ford because I would definitely want to see what Tom Ford is about. And I'm trying to think, I tried to do Gucci, but the shades was just not hitting for me. They were giving a lot of ashy tones. They didn't have, it was already a matte foundation. So it was like, you're giving me ashy and you're matte. I need you to make your color a little bit more vibrant. And it, you know what? And it just wasn't for me, you know. There are people with that particular skin tone, rock out. Chanel got me. I'm sure Tom Ford gonna have me. We already know what Dior do. We already know what YSL do. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me take foundation. Brings me joy. I want to try that Pat McGrath, but I don't think it comes in matte. And I want to try this, the Too Faced. We'll see. We'll see. This is the pole right here that tore my toe up. Well, I had the ingrown, but however, this here, I bumped into it again. So yeah, I might have to get rid of this because for some reason I can't see it. Oh, I don't know my radius and my measurements not to get too close to this, because this is solid wood. Solid wood. They don't even make furniture like this no more. Solid. This is a whole piece of wood. So yeah, I don't know how we got on that, but anywho, see you next one.